Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has said that the Awami League government also wanted free and fair elections in Bangladesh, likewise the United Kingdom, as its Foreign Minister James Cleverly, along with his wife Susanna Sparks, called on her in London. The Awami League has given the country's democracy a strong footing. Foreign Minister A.K. Abdul Momen quoted the Prime Minister as saying while briefing reporters after their meeting on Saturday. Briefing the reporters at the hotel, the Foreign Minister said that the UK Foreign Minister had talked about the upcoming general elections in Bangladesh and they wanted a fair election to be held in the country. In response, the Bangladesh PM said her government is committed to hold a fair election. She said that the government had done everything required to hold a fair election.
মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রীর নেতৃত্বে বাংলাদেশে যে অর্থনীতি এত ভালো করছে তার প্রশংসা করেন এবং সেই সাথে উনি বাংলাদেশের আগামী নির্বাচন সম্পর্কে কথা বলেন। তারাও চান একটা সুষ্ঠু নির্বাচন হোক এবং সেই সাথে মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রী বলেন যে আমরাও চাই একটি সুষ্ঠু সুন্দর, আর আমার দল সবসময় ডেমোক্রেসিকে আপনার গণতন্ত্রকে সমুন্নত রেখেছে। আমরাই বাংলাদেশে গণতন্ত্রের বলিষ্ঠ একটা অবস্থান তৈরি করেছি এবং আমাদের কমিটমেন্টও যে আমরা একটা সুষ্ঠু নির্বাচন চাই। তবে সুষ্ঠু নির্বাচন সবার সাথে নিয়েই করতে হবে এবং সেই জন্য তারা অন্যরা যাতে এ থেকে আমাদের সহযোগিতা করেন তাহলে ভালো।
Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has offered Bhutan to build an economic zone in Bangladesh for mutual benefits, as Bhutanese King Jigme Wangchuk and Queen Jetsan Pema had a meeting with her in London. The Bhutan government can build an economic zone in Bangladesh, which will be familiar with the Bhutan Economic Zone. Foreign Minister A.K. Abdul Momen quoted her as saying in a news briefing after their meeting on Saturday. Earlier, the Bangladesh Prime Minister and her younger sister Sheikh Rehana received the Bhutanese King and Queen upon their arrival at Sheikh Hasina's Palace of Residence, the Claridge Hotel, as the meeting was held at its bilateral meeting room. The Bangladesh Prime Minister said they had already provided economic zones in Bangladesh to India, Japan, and South Korea. Awami League General Secretary and Road Transport and Bridges Minister Obaidul Qadir said BNP wants a biased caretaker government that will help them to gain power. The Awami League does not want such a caretaker government, he said at a press briefing after the Bangladesh Bridge Authority Board meeting at Bonani's Shetu Bhavan on Sunday. Regarding the caretaker government, Qadir said the last caretaker government was in power for 2 years, whereas they were supposed to stay in power for 3 months. BNP wants to revive the dead caretaker government, which was abolished by law, he said. Qadir also said there is no foreign pressure to reinstall the caretaker government.
আমাদের দেশের অপোজিশন বিএনপি তারা একটা বায়াসড তত্ত্বাবধায়ক সরকার চায়, যে সরকার তাদেরকে নির্বাচনে বিজয়ী হওয়ার গ্যারান্টি দেবে এবং তাদেরকে বিজয়ী করার জন্য যা যা মেকানিজম করা, যা যা ব্যবস্থা নেওয়ার এবং নির্বাচনকে ঠিক তাদের বিজয়ের গ্যারান্টি হিসাবে প্রক্রিয়াগতভাবে এগিয়ে নিয়ে যাওয়া, সেটাই তাদের উদ্দেশ্য। এরকম বায়াস তত্ত্বাবধায়ক সরকার আমরা চাই না।
BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir today said that they would compel the government to hand over power to a non-partisan neutral caretaker government. He made the remark while addressing a party council session at Thakurgaon Municipal Building Auditorium today. Fakhrul said the next election is very crucial for the nation because democracy will be restored through the elections. The BNP leader said people should get united to safeguard the country's independence. He said the country's independence is very vulnerable in the hands of the present government.
কোনো নির্বাচনে আমরা অংশগ্রহণ করব না। তত্ত্বাবধায়ক সরকারের হাতে, নিরপেক্ষ সরকারের হাতে ক্ষমতা হস্তান্তর করতে হবে। এই নির্বাচন কমিশন পরিবর্তন করতে হবে, নতুন নির্বাচন কমিশন দিয়ে সব দলের অংশগ্রহণের মধ্যে দিয়ে একটা সকলের কাছে গ্রহণযোগ্য নির্বাচন করতে হবে। আগামী এই নির্বাচনে পরীক্ষা হবে, সিদ্ধান্ত হবে যে এই দেশে গণতন্ত্র থাকবে কি থাকবে না।
Suspended Gazipur City Corporation Mayor Jahangir Alam on Sunday filed a writ petition in the High Court challenging a decision rejecting his nomination papers for the mayoral post in the upcoming Gazipur City Corporation election. Previously, on 30th April, the returning officer rejected Jahangir Alam's nomination papers over allegations of loan default. Later, Dhaka Divisional Commissioner Mohammad Sabirul Islam rejected Jahangir's appeal against the decision on Thursday. Meanwhile, as Jahangir's mother Zaida Khatun's nomination was deemed valid, she remains in the electoral race for the mayoral post. Jahangir Alam was elected mayor of Gazipur City Corporation as the candidate of the Awami League in 2018. Rohingyas in a camp at Ukhia Upojela of Cox's Bazar beat to death an unidentified man who, along with some others, tried to attack a Rohingya leader early today. Armed Battalion Police APBN said. A woman, a resident of the camp, sustained bullet injuries during the incident. A police officer said a group of 25 to 30 people came to block G1 of Camp 13 and tried to attack Sab Maji Syed Hussain, leader of the block, around 3 a.m. Sensing presence of the criminals, residents of the block came out of their homes and tried to resist them, he said. The Rohingya leader's mother, Ramida Begum, sustained bullet injuries when the criminals opened fire, the APBN officer said. Members of the Rapid Action Battalion have arrested 4 people with a consignment of 24 kilograms of crystal meth, a drug commonly known as ice, from Ukhia Palongkhali border in Cox's Bazar on Saturday night. The consignment was seized during a raid at Ukhia Palongkhali border at about 9 p.m. RAB has claimed that this is the highest shipment of this drug seized in the country. RAB's Legal and Media Wing Director Khondokar Al-Moin confirmed the matter. RAB seized 24 kg crystal meth ice, which is the highest amount of this drug seized in the country's history from Palongkhali border in Cox's Bazar, said the RAB official. At the same time, the main godfather of ice was arrested, he said. A gunman has shot and killed 8 people shopping at a mall north of Dallas, Texas. Emergency services said hundreds of people were evacuated from the Allen Premium Outlets Mall as eyewitnesses described a man firing indiscriminately at passers-by. A police officer on an unrelated call killed the gunman after hearing shots. Some of the victims are reported to be children. At least 7 people are being treated in hospital, 3 of whom are critically ill. Allen Fire Chief Jonathan Boyd said 7 people, including the gunman, were pronounced dead at the scene and 2 died later in hospital. The victims' ages range from 5 to 51, according to a hospital spokesperson.